hot today. Really hot temperature. So let's see what is going to happen. Let's see what are there going to be the decision of the National Guard. As apparently they're going to move forward. As you see, a lot of the Venezuelan and also migrant population, they are basically they're asking for the multiple migration form. That is the one that they are practically not only asking, but they are saying, you know what, we've been here 3 days. We want our permit, and we're not gonna, we're not leaving until we get a permit. So let's see what happens. Right now, as we're located right here.
I want to thank all of you guys for joining us out here once again. It's your guys, Oscar El Blue Ramirez and Anthony Agüero once again, as Oscar is front lines out in Suchiate. Huitla, Chiapas right now, and where these migrants have shut down the international port of entry, basically, which is the most crucial port of entry between the countries of Mexico and Guatemala. Millions of dollars are said to have been lost already. Wow. And are continuing to be lost.
Wow.
While these individuals are basically holding these people captive. Now, yesterday, unfortunately,
what a statement right there, but I will not reply it. Please do not translate that statement.
I'll let some of the sound come through, guys.
Put a hand on right now on top of the phone so it will not overheat. Let's see what is going to happen, and let's see what they are going to do.
So while Oscar,
they're going to move forward with what they're going to do to clear the area.
Unfortunately, these people are the individuals that you guys are seeing here in the last 2 days, guys, are not your average.
Like the video, share the video, like the video on YouTube, share the video on Facebook.
These are not your average migrants. These people, a lot of them are criminals, terrorists, and I'm just being blatantly honest. We know for a fact that Maduro is releasing.
Thanks so much for joining in. Apparently, around 500, around 2 to 300. 2 to 300 officials from the National Guard are apparently about to move forward. We don't know if they're going to move forward or not. And they have around 500. On this side, they have around 500 of the migrant population, and the majority of them are from Venezuela.
We know for a fact, guys, that some of the people that are coming across are in fact individuals who have been released by Maduro, by the Maduro regime, with the condition that they would be traveling north, heading to the U.S. southern border. Therefore, the people that you guys are seeing manifest out there and protesting and getting violent, these are professionals. These are agitators. Many of them are from and do have military backgrounds. Some of them, in fact, are police officers from different countries. So you have a whole mixture of not just individuals with military background and paramilitary background and law enforcement background, but you also have the criminal element of it, in which you see individuals from very, very known gangs south of the Mexican border in which they are operating down there. You see a lot of these individuals, a lot of these suspects that are coming across.
Buy me a copy of the top link. This is how the migrants are looking on this side. As we are waiting on the tower, you got the military, you got the Marines, you got the National Guard, you got the Army on that side. And on this side, you got only the National Guard. Let's see what the National Guard does. As we are waiting on the tower, the truckers have been honking on their automobiles and trucks. There have been honking consistently. There was a meeting earlier in the morning where the truckers had with the international immigration, and they told them, hey, you know what, just give them the papers. We need to go to work. We need to come back to work. We are also lacking of resources. We don't have food. We are doing our necessities also right here in the forest, in the middle of the jungle. So what is the whole deal? Are you guys going to fix this or not? And ultimately, it ended up in a meeting that they told them, give me a couple of hours and we will resolve it. But unfortunately, the truckers are really upset that they are blocking the transportation. Also, the migrants are upset. The migrants also are upset because they want the permit. And that's the only thing that they want. They want the permit. That's the only thing that they want.
So basically, everybody is upset here. And we cannot take away from the fact that yesterday, all of these people committed major, major felony federal criminal acts. Yesterday, these individuals basically kidnapped and held hostage individuals that work with the Federal Department of Mexico in the immigration department. They literally held these people against their will, where they had to barricade themselves in the building. They had to barricade themselves in the building yesterday to prevent themselves from being possibly killed yesterday by this violent mob of criminals.
The tractor trailer, unfortunately, possibly, hopefully it will not. There will not be no confrontations, and it will be peace. But National Guard, apparently, they're just waiting on the border to move forward. They don't know what they're going to do. We don't know what they're going to do. They're going to move forward, or they're going to stay on this particular place. So let's see what they are going to do.
So we cannot take away, guys, from the fact that these invaders literally held hostage for several hours yesterday, not just the people that work for the immigration building out there in Huicla, but also they held captive basically the people that are trying to cross the products over. That is a binational community, and they are suffering right now, and they will feel the impact of these lanes being shut down. It will affect the local economy as well. The tractor drivers are pretty pissed off. Oscar interviewed them a little while earlier. They want to confront these migrants. They've had enough. They don't know what the problem is, why the Mexican government is not sending resources to help take care of this. All of these individuals now
Continuing with this live
qualify.
broadcast, let's see. I'm trying to stand, but it's too hot.
All of these
See if I can
individuals
show you a view.
now qualify
Looks, this is all the
for
National Guard.
immediate deportation because of the crimes that they committed yesterday. Every single one of these individuals is now qualified for immediate removal of Mexico for their crimes that they committed yesterday. I believe it is under Article 30 or 32 of the Mexican Constitution. They literally broke the law yesterday, and now they are subject for immediate removal. It's going to be interesting how the Mexican authorities respond to these people, and it's going to be interesting to see if they end up getting deported immediately as well. They are currently in Mexico right now, guys. They are currently already in Mexico. And the thing about it is that these people don't understand that there is a procedure, there is a waiting list, and there is a waiting time
Michelle and Alex, thank you so much.
from the time that you
for-
arrive
my
down
God,
there.
how am I
They've
going
not
to
even
accept
been
this?
down there more than 10 days, and they already want everything done for them immediately, like if they're really privileged or really with a sense of self entitlement out there. And so these people feel like they deserve, like it is owed to them to be able to move immediately. And that's not the case. There's been migrants down there that we've seen on multiple other occasions that takes them weeks to get their affairs in order and to be able to move through that particular county. And these people don't have a sense of reality. These people think that they're coming down here and everything's going to be done at their beat, and that is now not how it works. And so they want to be demanding anything, they should go demand in their own
Thanks so
country
much for joining in
from
on
their
School
own
with
government
correspondent
rather
of
than
American
coming
Food
to a
News
foreign
and the
country
Wendy Bell Radio
and
Network.
cause
The blockage
interruption
has continued for more than
in
17
foreign
hours.
trade and commercial
I believe
trade.
that it has been more than 18 hours continuous. The blockage has been long enough, long overdue. And the truckers today, they were really tired, they were exhausted. And also, the truckers were saying that they don't have enough resources anymore and that they're doing their necessities in the street. Also, that they don't have resources. They talked to the authorities. The authorities said, well, let me see if we can arrange it, we can fix it. Then they came back and then again they said, you know what, you don't have no time, you need to fix it right now. And apparently the director of immigration by the name of Paola Rodas came out, tried to negotiate with the migrants. The migrants apparently said, in a few cases they said yes, in a few cases they said no. This ended up into a point that you have the situation exacerbated, where the National Guard is about to, apparently is about to push. That is what they're doing. They're just waiting on instructions. And the migrant population with children in the front, look at that. There's children in the front. Let's see what is going to happen.
It's a bunch of cowards. Those are cowards putting kids first because they're not man enough. They don't have enough balls to face these guys one on one. So they put children up there. Those are the kind of cowards that want to force their way into our country. A bunch of cowards. You guys, this is in Mexico. This is not the United States, guys. This is in Mexico. This is in the southern Mexican border, everybody.
This is the military on the right hand side. They're just waiting on the order. Holy cow, it's so hot.
They've been out here like this for over 18 hours. The migrants are
The weather is
frustrated, they're
taking a toll on
upset,
us.
they're chaotic,
Been,
they're obnoxious, they're
7, 8,
violent,
10, 11
and
days
they've
of broadcasting. Consistent broadcasting for you guys. 11 days of this. It gets to a point that you're exhausted, that you're tired. That basically you don't want to do anything anymore. Really. You just want to go home, but this is the news. This is what we were put here to do. This is what we made here. This is what we are supposed to do, bring the reality and put the news. Real Anthony Agüero. Join Anthony Agüero at Anthony Agüero Live in YouTube. And also, my God, hold on, people.
so these
Join Anthony Agüero at Anthony Agüero Live, also at Anthony Agüero at Getter, at Anthony Agüero at Rumble. That's my partner right there. We're bringing you reality and of the news for every single one of you.
the migrants have basically hijacked this whole county for the last 18 hours, in which yesterday, guys, when we brought when Oscar was bringing us the live coverage from down there, these people literally took hostage the building and the workers inside of a federal facility where they pass out the immigration documents. It is an immigration office, and these individuals, these invaders that are invading Mexico, have gone into Mexico demanding, rather than they go demand to their government, they are now in Mexico demanding as foreigners in a foreign country
We're waiting still
that their demands
what
be met.
the decision of the National Guard is going to be.
What is going on here all across the world? This is just a collapse. Why all of the lawlessness? I'll tell you why. The United Nations. That's why. This is a product of the United Nations. This is all done by design. There is no broken system. The system was designed like this. It's not broken. The minute you break federal immigration law, the minute you come in by force into another country and you're demanding, and as we saw yesterday, they began singing their national anthem. If you're going into another country, waving another country's flag and singing another anthem, guess what? That is an invasion. And I believe Oscar's phone just overheated on us, guys. Hopefully he'll be right back. We'll wait it out for just a minute. Um, but yeah, this is all done by design. This is all done by design. It's not like it's all done purposely. And these people down there right now are totally outmanning and outpowering the National Guard out there. You got to keep in mind some of these criminals that are down there right now have paramilitary background. They're ex-military men and women, and a lot of them have law enforcement backgrounds. And not just that, you always have to remember the criminal factor in this. Not just think about the potential military or paramilitary infiltrates that are being sent over here. You got to remember individuals like Maduro are releasing people from their jails with the condition that they come to the United States. So think about it. You have a rapist, a murderer, a serial killer, and they're serving a life sentence. And all of a sudden, they're told, hey, we'll let you out, but you got to get out of this country. You got to go to the United States. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to go. And that is what we're seeing here. It's a massive, massive exodus of third world countries. And you got to remember, when you import the third world, you become the third world. Once we become the third world, we can't help any other countries anymore. We're basically going to be out feeding out for ourselves in a time and day when, unfortunately, our resources are depleting, where we have our federal government right now sending money, spending money like crazy, totally irresponsible. When we're sending billions of dollars off to Ukraine to secure their border, but we can't secure our own. It's asinine. It's ridiculous. It's what it is. But here's Oscar.
The phone overheated. The phone overheated. Temperature is really hot today.
Told you guys.
So if you see something at the top, that is my hat. Temperature is really hot today. Really extremely hot temperature.
Share this video out, guys. Grab the link to this video, please, and share it out. If you're watching on YouTube, share this video to your YouTube community. I would really, really appreciate that, guys. This would be my third YouTube account. It's just ridiculous. We also are on Rumble, guys. Rumble is something that we're really trying to laser focus on, because at the end of the day, this is...
¿Ya? Cuando aparece el drone es de que ya.
So apparently the drone is in the air. They have the drone up in the sky. They got the eye in the sky, guys, and they're trying to get an accurate number of how many people are possibly in that immediate area before the National Guard moves forward.
Agua es lo que estaría bien ahorita. No sé. Hey. En Facebook y YouTube.
So don't forget to subscribe, guys. You can find Oscar and myself on Getter, Oscar El Blue on Getter. You can find me on Getter at Real Anthony. It's really easy, at Real Anthony on Getter. And if you are on Rumble, we'd love to connect with you guys. Our Rumble channel is Border Network News. We have Border Wars as well. We are the only channel on Rumble as Border Wars. So definitely check out Border Wars, and you'll be able to see snippets and videos of some of the stuff that we've been able to do at the border, some behind the scenes footage, a lot of the good stuff that you guys don't usually get to see. Check out Border Wars on Rumble. And we also on YouTube now have a Border Network News YouTube account. Since we are an actual business, since Border Network News is an actual LLC, We've created a Border Network News YouTube channel, so be sure to follow that, as Oscar and I will be posting on there consistently, sharing information with you guys. So be sure to follow Border Network News YouTube channel.
No, esperemos que no. Hey. Thank you, Pamela, for supporting Buy Me a Coffee on the top link. Bringing you reality and truth of the news of what is happening with the crisis that we're living, migrant crisis that's south of the border. Sadly, this apparently has not been negotiated, and the National Guard is going to. We don't know what they're going to do. It's just they're preparing. That's what it looks around. I will say, as you see right here on the back, around 200 to 300 agents. They are right there present. Kelly and Michael and Nancy, thanks so much. Buy me a coffee. Thank you. Also, for everybody that is joining in, if the phone overheats, it's because I'm in a really high temperature place. It's really hot today. It's extremely hot today. Really hot. And hopefully it will not be like this the whole evening. So the phone will not freeze. But also, I would like to add that we started, Anthony, Agüero, and myself, a network that is called Border Network News. You can follow that at Rumble. You can follow that at YouTube. You can follow that on Instagram, Border Network News. Also, you can follow my partner at Anthony Agüero, at Getter, at Rumble. Those are the two platforms that he's using. Also, follow Ben Bergquam, Frontline America, when Ben Bergquam. Follow him also. Download the app. Download the app, Frontline America. Oscar, what happens if the truckers ran out of fuel? There's a few of them that they already, their companies, and also the private-owned companies in the private sector, they have already complained about the. Gracias. Let me drink some water, people. Oh, bueno, está muriéndose. Gracias, güey. Gracias, cabrón.
Drink up, buddy. Drink up, buddy.
Ay, cabrón. The private sector is the one that is complaining a lot about the conditions that they are happening. José, ¿puedo tener una opinión tuya? Sí. Estamos hablando con el periodista José Torres, periodista fotógrafo, también medios internacionales, para medios como Routers y también Reforma, también para Liderando, y para diferentes medios de México. José, tú como tapachulteco, como ciudadano chapaneco, a estas alturas, ¿cuál es tu perspectiva de lo que estás siguiendo y cuál es tu sentir?
Bueno, ya aquí hay una situación mayor a lo que habíamos visto, Oscar. Nos había tocado bloqueos, nos había tocado pero no algo como lo que estamos viendo hoy. Esta resistencia por parte de los migrantes, un bloqueo de más de 24 horas en la ruta más importante que conecta Centroamérica con México, bloqueada, desviada por más de 24 horas. Entonces es algo que también transgrede los derechos humanos de los mexicanos y de la comunidad en general, porque es una vía de tránsito que debe de estar libre. Y por supuesto que son las autoridades federales mexicanas y el Instituto Nacional de Migración los que deben atender esta situación de miles de migrantes varados aquí en la frontera sur. Deben de darles una respuesta a esta situación porque como no es humano que ellos estén en ese tipo de situaciones, tampoco es humano que existen este tipo de bloqueos y que afecten a la ciudadanía. Entonces debe de haber un balance allí y el único responsable aquí es el gobierno federal.
¿Crees que esta situación se exacerbó por la no tener una responsabilidad moral de una comunicación social con los migrantes y también con la sociedad? ¿Sí?
Yo creo que eso ya está rebasado. El diálogo, la comunicación, el entablar esa diplomacia de comunidad migrante a autoridades ya está separada, ya está rota, ya no existe eso. Ahora el migrante ya viene con la exigencia de pedir que se le den los papeles y el gobierno mexicano lo que hace es esta contención, ya no contención militar, hoy parece ser que va a ser la excepción, pero ya no esa contención a golpes, pero sí de no entregar papeles, devorarlos, entretenerlos y tenerlos en esta situación.
Do you guys
como chapaneco te sientes que el gobierno federal
do you guys think that they're actually going to give them their paperwork, or do you guys think that the Mexican government is going to stick to their guns and stick it to them? Do you guys think that the Mexican federal government is going to allow these criminals to get away with the felonious acts that they committed yesterday? Do you guys think that, or do you guys think that they're going to give them their little passports so that they can transit through Mexico onto our southern border? What do you guys think?
Celebrar anuncia un despliegue de 6,000 militares para esta frontera sur y eso habla de esa contención total que quieren provocar aquí en la frontera sur.
Gracias, Che. Este es José Torres, periodista de medios internacionales, fotógrafo y que lamentablemente tuvimos un percance ayer en Guatemala donde sufrimos un asalto agravado. Queremos que haya este diálogo entre la directora Paola López. Tenemos cuál es el diálogo. Tenemos cuál es el diálogo. Acaba de decir.
Here we go, guys.
¿Cuál es el diálogo?
Quiero presentarme primeramente. Servidor, soy el licenciado Elí de los Reyes Castillo, soy delegado de gobierno de la Secretaría General de Gobierno del Estado de Chiapas. Mi presencia aquí obedece exclusivamente a escucharlos, a entenderlos y buscar juntos alternativas de solución. ¿De acuerdo? Pido por favor que tengamos respeto. El gobernador es un hombre respetuoso, es un hombre de leyes, es un hombre que conoce la problemática que sufren los distintos países de América Latina y de otros lugares. He sido ordenado a venir a platicar con ustedes. Sin embargo, queremos tener una conversación que sea plural. ¿A qué me refiero plural? A que estén representados todas las nacionalidades o la mayoría, pues. Entiendo que la mayoría son del hermano país de Venezuela. Quiero, por favor, que tengamos un representante para que podamos tener un diálogo civilizado. Un diálogo
I'll translate right now.
que sea respetuoso y que dé resultados. ¿De acuerdo? Queremos decirles, queremos decirles que somos respetuoso de sus derechos humanos. Esa es una premisa fundamental en el derecho constitucional de nuestro código político magno que tiene el país. Nuestro país también es de leyes. También quiero que sepan que alrededor también hay ciudadanos que también merecen respeto. Y creo que debe haber siempre un equilibrio. Siempre debe haber un equilibrio entre cumplir, respetar derechos y también asumir obligaciones. Vamos a darles un tiempecito, me parece que con 5 minutos, para que se pongan de acuerdo. Yo voy a estar aquí cerca para que recibamos una comisión y podamos hablar bien, ¿de acuerdo? Podamos escucharnos bien. ¿Entendido? Voy a esperarlos entonces.
Nosotros mismos vamos a entrar hacia allá y todos queremos hacerlo, o sea, que tengan todos los países, todos el permiso. No queremos entrar allá adentro porque nos han engañado mucho. Nos meten allá y nos van sacando por paciencia, por paciencia. Entonces, si quieren dialogar, hablemos todos y si van a sacar la mesa, hablamos todos, pero que estemos todos presentes, porque uno sabe, la persona o la otra persona, si uno le dice que salga el representante y usted dice que él es el aliador de esto, que está planeando, entonces aquí todos somos uno. Todos somos uno solo.
A ver, permítame. Respeto mucho lo que usted dice, pero un diálogo se debe hacer con calma. Un diálogo respetuoso debe haber condiciones. Y las condiciones es que estén representados todos y vamos a platicar. Vamos a establecer una
That is the delegate of the federal government. It was particularly sent to this part of Chiapas. The reason why they sent him is to negotiate with the migrant population. He just asked for 5 members, representatives of every country. The countries that they are right now on this location where the migrant population is at, the majority are from Venezuela. Second country, it is Honduras. Third country, it is Guatemala. Fourth country, it is parts of Africa, also continent Africa, and also the continent of Asia. The majority of them are from the country of China. You have multiple countries right here, but the majority of them are from Venezuela. So, so let's see what happens. Let's see what is going to be the negotiation. The National Guard is ready to receive orders, but they're willing to sit down with them and talk to them and see if they're going to come to a negotiation. The National Guard is ready. Right here, there's around 500 of them, and there is around 500 or 600 of the migrant population. They're forming a chain right here. And they're pushing all the people with the chain all the way to the back to see if they can come to a negotiation with the government. There's 5 representatives that they're going to pick. A lot of them, there's going to be a representative for the women, 2 representatives for the women, I believe so. Let's see if there's going to be one for the gentleman. There's one for men. The trucker is exhausted. He's tired. Turning off his vehicle.
least that they want it is a confrontation between the National Guard and the migrants. That's the least that we want. But there is an air of tension, a huge air of tension between right now this thin line that exists between this particular line right here of dialogue. This is where the dialogue starts. This is the thin line. This is where it is going to be located. This is the thin line.
So they're setting the precedent, guys. If this caravan or this group of criminals gets away with this, then pretty much the next caravan and the one after, they're just gonna follow the lead, follow this example, basically. Instead of sending a message and being tough on crime and saying, you know what, our president ain't doing nothing, but at least here locally, you guys will not run all over us. No, they're setting themselves up for failure. And you never negotiate with terrorists. You don't negotiate with terrorists. That's what these people are. Terrorists. Criminals. Marcos Gurrola, you're absolutely right. Shout out to everybody watching on Getter. If you're watching on Getter, I want to give you a shout out. Where are you watching us today? Where are you watching? Everybody watching on Getter, thank you guys for joining us.
They're putting representatives of Venezuela, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, and also there's people from Panama that they are negotiating.
Thank you for joining us, MAGA Mulligan. Thank you for being here with us. Getter is better, baby. Getter is better.
People are there asking, where are you located, Oscar? I have been with this migrant caravan for more than 10 days. This is the 11th day of broadcasting. Let's see where
Marcos from Cuco. What's going on, Marcos? Welcome.
The federal government has come out and asked five representatives of different countries to go and talk to the delegate. The migrants have been blocking and road that is so important for the Tapachula and Chiapas state. This road, it's been blocked and it's affecting commerce and it's affecting transportation companies. But also they are, here they go, here are the representatives. They are approaching the line.
really disorganized group.
Those are not refugees. Those are criminals.
So you got people from Cuba, you got people from Nicaragua, you got people from Colombia, you got people from the Dominican Republic, you got people from Guatemala, you got people from Honduras, and there was a guy from China, there was something here. Let's see where is he going to enter. Let's see the dialogue, what is going to happen. They're entering dialogue with the representative of the International Immigration and also the delegate of Mexico. As they are walking, all of them. All nationalities they're entering. Now let's see what they are going to say. Let's see what this committee of different nationalities, what they're going to do, how they are going to arrange it. They're going to sit down on the table and negotiate. And the negotiation, as you can see, National Guard officials are already hydrated. Also, they're tired. They're extremely tired. Also, they have been working night and day under the heat in different conditions. There have been a lot of rain. And you have the drone right now by the authorities that is being blown on top of the National Guard. Let me say this in Spanish. Señores, acaba de entrar un comité de alrededor de unas 5 o 7 personas de los migrantes, diferentes representantes de países para hablar con la directora del Instituto Nacional de Migración y con el señor delegado para ver que llegan a un acuerdo de poder entablar un diálogo y poder solucionar este grave problema. La Guardia Nacional se encuentra en estos momentos alrededor de unos 300 a 500 elementos. Han estado trabajando noche y día, han estado bajo las altas temperaturas, guardando la compostura y haciendo su trabajo, resguardando la identidad federativa de El Cerro Gordo y, señores, esperando las órdenes pues básicamente de sus encargados de la autoridad para ver qué prosigue y a ver si esto se puede entablar en un diálogo de paz o de qué manera puede solucionar para que el tránsito pueda fluir y que la vialidad, una de las vialidades más importantes a nivel Chiapas pueda ser abierta de nuevo y el tránsito no pueda ser afectado para los mexicanos y también para una solución pronta hacia la comunidad migrante, señores. Vemos que hay una gran incertidumbre de qué es lo que va a suceder y hay una gran expectativa de que posiblemente esta pueda ser la solución ya de este grave problema que pues, se generó y se exacerbó por no tener la congruencia y también por no llegar a una solución inmediata por parte de las autoridades mexicanas y entablar una comunicación en concreto hace unos días para poder ya de alguna manera no lastimar más el proceso y también tener pues prácticamente una solución pacífica dentro de estos movimientos, mejor conocidos como caravana, que llevan 3-4 días ya varados
aquí en las instalaciones de Cerro Gordo, en la parte del municipio de Huixla. I will translate. This is supposed to be an immediate dialogue between the federal delegate of Mexico, and ultimately the director of the Institute of National Immigration, Paola Rodas, which she is trying to find a solution. The director has said we are given a process, we're doing the best that we can, we're trying to do the best that we can, but ultimately the migrants don't feel so. Also, they feel that they have been cheated. A lot of processes have been arranged to go inside of the premises, and then they tell them we're going to give you the permit, but they end up sending them all the way back to Guatemala, deported or returned back into the border. This is a consequence of an action that the migrants have taken to block the roads, and ultimately now has affected the transportation enormously of one of the most transitated roads that connects from eastbound to westbound on the state of Chiapas. This road connects from the state of Chiapas, Mexico, all the way to the border of Guatemala. And this is the exportation and importation road. So this is how it looks. I am accompanied by a lot of these, Chiapas journalists. We are here broadcasting. This is our 11th day that we have been nonstop doing this coverage for every single one of you, as we have been continuously broadcasting and giving you guys the reality and truth of the news for every single one of you. Dialogue is all the way to the back. And I do see guys from China right here. There was supposed to be a representative from China. This is a representation of China right here. A representation of China.
No hay de China porque ya estaban comiendo.
This is a Chinese representative. You have around 25 to 30 people from China that have been here also waiting. And I have talked to a few of them, and they told me that they're escaping from the CCP, the Communist Chinese Political Party. They're escaping that Communist Political Party of China. I will translate in Spanish. Traducir al español. Llega el país de China, está siendo representado. Alrededor de unos 20 a 25 migrantes de China se encuentran también en estas situaciones.
I agree with what Earl Lee says. Earl Lee says America is not the world's effing welfare office. They can turn their booties back around or go back to where they came from. Enough. I agree with you, Earl. I don't disagree with you, brother. I completely agree with you. I share that same sentiment.
It is about to enter right now the premises to dialogue with the government of Mexico.
Mendes Nelson says invasion to the U.S. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
The entities are Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Guatemala, Honduras, Dominican Republic, Colombia, and China. Those are the countries, 8 countries
that are located right here on this premises. 8 countries, 8 representatives of 8 countries. They are entering the premises to dialogue with federal agents of Mexico. Buy me a coffee is on the top link. If you guys like to contribute to independent reporting and travel fund, buy me a coffee is on the top link.
And ultimately, also share the video of that. Like the video. Please like the video. You guys can help break the algorithms by liking the video and also liking on like on YouTube, like on Facebook, like on YouTube, like on Facebook. I don't know if I'm live at Twitter. If I'm live at Twitter, I will.
Shout out to our friends on Twitch. Everybody watching on Twitch.
Like it on Twitter also and share it on Twitter. Will help us a lot to get more people on the live feed. And ultimately, get more audience going.
What's up, roaches?
After the negotiation, let's hope that it's a positive negotiation so the roads can be open and everything can go back to normal and everybody can go home. Hopefully that will be it. If not, let's see if something can be different. Some kind of peaceful negotiation. National Guard is standing right here. Let me flip the camera so I can show you basically the migrant population, which it is right now continuing blocking the premises.
I'd love to see these people with that same attitude standing up to their own government rather than other people's countries. Why don't these people build up that courage and stand up to their own government rather than go on foreign soil and be demanding shit like they own anything, like people owe them anything? Nobody owes you nothing. Nothing. And you trying to break illegally into other people's homes, into other people's space, into other people's life? The hell with that. Where are the men? Where are the fucking men in this country and in Mexico? Where are the men out there in Mexico to say, the hell with that? I'm standing here and I'm protecting my country. Not happening. Where are the men in the U.S. to go and stand up like Tim Foley down there at the border?
It is a permit that basically gives them the ability to walk freely to our country. Their number one purpose is to go to the United States of America, to enter the United States of America under the claims of refugee and asylum. Into the United States. Rain is going to fall. That is a noticeable factor that's going to happen. Patrón, no se enoje si me cargo en el estribo. No, muy bien. Rain is going to fall. That is a notable factor. It has been raining strongly in the past couple of days. And let's see if it is going to continue. Always thunderstorm comes to this particular place.
Choctaw County, you're absolutely correct. While Biden wants to disarm law-abiding citizens,
thank you so much.
They want to import these criminals, these thugs that are attacking law enforcement. If they are attacking law enforcement officers at the gates, right off the bat, before entering the country, they're already attacking, throwing rocks, throwing chairs, breaking stuff. What do you think is going to happen when these people get into our country? Do you think they're magically going to change? Do you think they're all of a sudden going to have a conscience? Do you think they're all of a sudden going to be well behaved? Do you think they're all of a sudden going to be well mannered and they're going to be educated? They're going to be able to learn the language and assimilate?
Valerie Donna, thank you for the copies. La carretera que conecta
All of that, it comes into play here. The fact that we have
el municipio de Huixla
ex-military men
hacia el país de
walking in
Guatemala.
that caravan,
Este lugar también les puedo decir que
paramilitary
es
men
una
walking
aduana
through
donde
there,
también se
law
exporta y se
enforcement
exporta.
background men
Muchísimos
walking through there.
tractocamiones
Who
cruzan a diario,
knows how many
alrededor
are
de 500
actually
tractocamiones y es un número que me estoy yendo un
looking
poco
for
bajo.
refuge, and how
Son los
many
que
are
están
actually
detenidos
people
en
that
este
have
momento por el
infiltrated
bloqueo
that caravan to
que,
hurt our country. We
que
don't
están
know that.
ahorita los migrantes ejerciendo
We don't
debido
know
a
that.
que el Instituto
But
Nacional
we
de
do
Migración
know is what we see.
no ha dado esa
I trust
respuesta
actions.
concreta que
I
ellos
trust
quieren, que es
patterns.
la forma migratoria
No matter
múltiple,
what they
y
say
quieren
that,
este
oh,
permiso.
migrants are
Llevan
not
4 días
criminals. Yeah,
en
you're
los cuales hay
saying
niños
that. You're saying
en
migrants are not
condiciones
criminals, and that's their
inhumanas
little
y también
saying. That's their
insalubres
go-to saying
afuera de
out
las
there.
instalaciones
Migrants are
y
not criminals.
el día de
Migrants are not
el día de
criminals.
antier creo que fue,
Okay, I
día de
get it.
ayer
That's
fue,
what you're
perdón,
saying. But
cuando
your
los migrantes
actions
debido
tell
al
me
hartazgo
that you
entran
are a
y
criminal. Your
una
actions are
pequeña
telling me you are
confrontación
a
entre
criminal.
la Guardia Nacional y la comunidad migrante que lastimosamente pues terminó en esto, ¿no? El delegado federal de México llega a tratar de tener un diálogo con la comunidad migrante, ha pedido 5, ha pedido a representantes de cada país para poder entablar un diálogo en las oficinas dentro del patio de la aduana.
The Democrat Party and the GOP, they are both as guilty in all of this.
Venezuela,
Because if we
Cuba,
had a real
Nicaragua,
GOP,
Guatemala,
you would have
Honduras,
men
Colombia,
in there with a
también
spine.
República Dominicana
You wouldn't
y
have
China,
women
el
like
país de
Marjorie
China
Taylor
también está
Greene that
siendo
have more
representado en este
testicular
momento. Son
fortitude than
alrededor de
half of the
8
men in
países los que
Congress.
están
If we had a good
presentes afuera de las
GOP, we
instalaciones
would have men or
del cerro
supposed
Gordo en
guys like Dan
que, pues,
Crenshaw
prácticamente
up at the
esperan una
border
respuesta
standing up
pacífica
being a
para
voice.
poder
But no, you know where
seguir
Dan
avanzando
Crenshaw's
por
at?
una
Dan
solución
Crenshaw's
respecto a
visiting
esta problemática
Ukraine
que se encuentra
because
fuera de
that's
las
what's
instalaciones del
important
cerro
to
Gordo.
Dan
Thank you so
Crenshaw,
much. We will
not
go
the
back in English.
border,
Thank you so
not
much
the
for joining in.
U.S. Dan
We are
Crenshaw's worried
broadcasting
about
for
the
every single one of
U.S.
you as we
The
are
GOP
live right
is
here.
trash. You know,
And
you want to get red pill, you want
we
to be
are
red pill,
giving
you
you
got to
guys the news
understand red pill.
as
Red pill is
it's been
understanding
11
that both
days of us
sides work
broadcasting
together.
continuously, giving you guys the
It's
reality and truth
two
of
wings of the
everything
same.
that is
It's two
happening and everything
wings
that
of the
is going
same.
on.
It's two feathers of the same
It's
bird.
just unbelievable that it got to
There's
this point.
very
As,
few Republicans
journalists
that are
like Jose
actually
Torres
are
has, that he
for
has a
this
lot of
country,
experience on
for
this,
this nation,
has
and for the
explained
Constitution.
that it has
We have
surpassed the
very
dialogue
few.
line.
Most of them are
There's supposed
globalist
to be a dialogue,
puppets.
and he said, and he's a really well experienced journalist. He said, this has surpassed the limit line of the dialogue. This has surpassed that. There needs to be a solution with an action, and also there needs to be an example. So hopefully this
There's congressmen and women, unfortunately, that have weaseled their way into the GOP ticket and have got to Congress. And unfortunately, many Republicans don't know that these so-called Republicans are actually okay with DACA. They're okay with amnesty for illegals. And I'm talking about people that are in Congress in Texas right now that claim to be Republicans. We have individuals in our Republican Party here in Texas that are okay with amnesty, that are okay with granting
News correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. We are exhausted, and I am not going to lie. We are exhausted. We are tired. It has been 11 days of this, and it is continuing. And it is just, it's more than physical exhaustion. It is just emotional and psychological overload, really. And hopefully this will be resolved today, and hopefully this will be resolved as quick as possible with law and order, with peace, and ultimately with a dialogue of an example. Hopefully it will be handled like that. All of us, we're extremely tired, we're extremely exhausted. We are in a point that we just want to go home and really go home and just finish this. We just really want to go home. Hopefully, this gets resolved
and it comes with a peaceful dialogue, and ultimately it's just, I don't know. I believe that is it. And of course, it's there's no way that we can lie about it. We need capable people in this administration that they can handle this enormous influx, and also we need people that are capable and trained of how to handle this influx of migrants. Open borders, this is what we'll do. It will cost a lot of suffering, a lot of chaotic situations.
We have people in the GOP.
And ultimately, also, not only that, but just for everybody to know, heads up, also in Panama, they have assured people to not go into the Darien Gap. A lot of these, a lot of these politicians from Venezuela have expressed that they do not want basically migrants going through the Darien Gap. There's around 1,000. The news was that there was around 1,000 migrants that they were stranded in the middle of the Darien Gap without no solution, without no basic, answer to how to exit the Darien Gap. And well, that has trickled into the authorities of Venezuela to tell the population, not migrants, the Darien Gap. We know that we know that you are tired of this dictatorship. We are going to try to handle this, but those are politicians. So this is the current situation in the installations of Cerro Gordo. It is overwhelming, the weather. It is hot, and it is ultimately going to rain. The rain is coming from the eastbound of the mountains, east side of the mountains, coming west into us. Hopefully, there can be a dialogue right now, and they can handle this kind of situation with some kind of peaceful agreement. I really don't know what to say anymore. And I really don't know what to say, and I'm tired. So the only thing is that I need to explain what is currently happening, stick to just narrating what is currently happening, and also try to talk to every single one of you. Meanwhile, this broadcast is being handled. Here they come. I believe that here comes people that they're coming out. Let's see right here what is happening.
Send them back. Send them back. Send them back.
This is a truck driver. A group of truck drivers just entered and they want a dialogue with the migrants. Traileros.
This is not gonna end well, guys. Share this, blast this out. They're gonna want to beat up on these truck drivers.
These are truck drivers that they're trying to talk to the migrants and say, hey,
look at all these thugs smoking weed like nothing.
Can we come to a dialogue so you guys can open up the roads? And they're saying basically, well, no. And truck drivers are saying we don't have money for food, we don't have food. Something needs to give. You guys need to open the roads. And then the migrants are saying no. We need to negotiate. It depends on the response of the authorities. If they're going to give us a permit, we will move. We will open the roads. If not, we will not.
Donald Cromley says too many American citizens do not comprehend what the consequences are by allowing millions of illegal immigrants rushing our Texas and Arizona border.
Let's see what happens.
I completely agree with you, Donald. You are absolutely correct, my friend.
No,
estoy bien.
Está bien,
Está bien, está bien.
Those were around
6 truck drivers that
with
Mexican truck drivers that with all courage, and I gotta give it to them.
These
These are Mexican truck drivers that with all courage, they just got denied, and they came to try to dialogue, and they said no, and they're kicking them back. They're extremely mad.
Yo no entiendo, ustedes también necesitan, nosotros también necesitamos. Nosotros también queremos problemas. Simplemente abren paso, una hora pueden hacer. Si quieren, no pasa nada. Simplemente no estén perjudicando a los más compañeros. Si nosotros nos organizamos como transportistas, ¿qué va a pasar? Nosotros también somos bastante, demasiado digamos de ayer. Son de los dos lados. Son de los dos lados.
Dang, the truckers are pissed.
Basically, they just
They're saying, what are you guys going to do when we get together?
They said, you know what, you guys better open up the roads, better have a dialogue with the migrants. We are running out of food, we are hungry. You guys are complicating more our situation, and not only that, if you guys don't open up the roads, we're going to push. And also, if this comes down to whatever has come down, or whatever it's going to go down to, where we also a bunch of truck drivers also. Those were Mexican truck drivers that they're stranded and they're desperate to see if something is going to happen and what somebody has to give. And they are waiting on the negotiation of the papers. And also, not only that, they're waiting on negotiation with to see if something the negotiation with the entities of the migrants that they're representing.
It's amazing how they build up the courage to go and demand shit from other countries, but they don't build up the courage to go and demand it from their own country. Bunch of cowards putting kids in the forefront because they can't be man enough to stand up for what they're out there doing. They got to put babies in the front. Bunch of cowards. We're aiming a bunch of cowards, freeloaders, leeches. Tired of it.
Mande. Adán Cabello. Adán Cabello es un compañero, pero él trabaja en Piedra Negra. Así es. Trabaja en Piedra Negra. Lo conozco. Adán Cabello. Es mi compañero de compañía de Real America. Bueno. Oscar el Blue. También en español, mi ratito social en español, los dos. So let's see.
Australia in the house. Welcome, Barbara.
A journalist in the North Borders. I was digressing to say that yes, but they have identified every journalist that we have been broadcasting in the North Borders. So going back to this, this is the situation, how it looks right now with the National Guard, with the migrants, and also on the tower, you got people that they are armed. It will be good if you guys like the video, share the video, like the video, share the video, like the video, and share the video. We're standing right here at a secure place where all the journalists are standing. Also, you never know what can happen at this juncture.
Since the Democrats could no longer
Nobody said nothing of threatening. That is incorrect. Nobody said nothing of threatening.
since the Democrats can no longer control the Latinos in the US, they're importing their next batch of uninformed voters. Since Latinos are waking up to the Democrat plantation, since the black community is waking up to the Democrat plantation and their evilness, the Democrats had to do something. And what is it? They are importing a third world class citizen. Individuals that have no knowledge of the Constitution, that have zero knowledge about real freedom. Third world class citizens, individuals whose spirits have already been crushed and broken, that will succumb to whatever the government is willing to give to them.
Huixla, el pico del oro. Sí,
Sí.
Santo Domingo, ahí es donde me voy a poner. Hermoso Santo Domingo. So let us just see how this is going to. What is this going to happen? What is it going to end? Señores, me ayudarían bastante si le dan like al video y comparten el video. Le dan like y comparten el video. Eso quiebra los algoritmos. Prácticamente ayuda bastante a seguir la transmisión. Me voy a poner de aquel lado. Porque aquí parece que estoy en un blanco fijo, estoy en medio de todos. So let's see what is going to happen. And if there's going to be a negotiation or something. McAllen, Texas. ¿Lo puedo entrevistar? Sí, pero lo puedo entrevistar. Hay mucha gente que me está viendo de Texas. Sí, ¿en serio? This is a truck driver that he's going to load and he's going to McAllen, Texas. Va a ir hasta McAllen, Texas. ¿Dónde va a cargar, jefe?
Aquí en Acapetagua.
¿Qué va a cargar en Acapetagua?
Plátano de exportación.
He's going to export banana all the way to McAllen, Texas. ¿Cuántas veces ha ido a McAllen, Texas usted?
Varias veces.
He has gone to McAllen, Texas. A lot of the times he has gone to up to north to McAllen, Texas. Me imagino que hace bastantes viajes usted constantemente, ¿no?
Sí, bien seguido. O sea, todos los viajes son de Monterrey a Chiapas y de aquí para McAllen. Lo que pasa es que piense, últimamente estamos batallando mucho con nuestro problema. Tenía que descargar el sábado allá en McAllen. O sea, las casas que cruzaron para McAllen el sábado.
Usted tiene que estar sábado en McAllen. El sábado usted tiene que estar en McAllen.
Sí, porque iba a cargar allá. Pero pues ya ahora, a ver si aceptan las condiciones que les están dando. Si no las aceptan, ya me cargo ahora hasta mañana y va a ser hasta el lunes.
Well, it has affected his transportation. He said, I had to load from Saturday. I had to be on Saturday. I had to be in McAllen. I'm not going to reach Saturday. Today is Thursday. So I'm not going to be able to reach Saturday. I'm all the way down to Chiapas, and I have to be on Saturday. Let's see if they accept the conditions for me to move forward. And he's saying that this problem has caused a lot of problems for him. Usted espera una pronta solución para poder ya regresar a trabajar.
Sí, ojalá y que ahorita están dialogando y que acepten las condiciones que me están dando, que ya con esto es la tercera vez que hablan con ellos. no aceptan las condiciones.
Well, hopefully there's be a solution because this is the third time that they've had a dialogue and there's no solution whatsoever. This is the truck driver that is going to McAllen, Texas. Gracias, jefe. Gracias. McAllen, Texas. This is the truck driver that is going to McAllen. All the way to McAllen. Wow. Just for everybody to understand how important this exportation and importation it is. How important are exportation and importation of our countries between our countries. As you guys have seen, that he exports banana all the way from the state of Chiapas. ¿Dónde dijo que iba a cargar plátano? A Cacapetagua. Está Cacapetagua, ¿cuánto está aquí? It's around 30 minutes from here that he was going to load a trailer of banana. And that trailer was going to be for basically export into the United States to McAllen, Texas, all the way to McAllen, Texas.
So these migrants are now affecting
There's a dialogue between the migrants.
our bananas. We got no bananas because of these illegals.
Authorities saying this is the third time.
They're not even here yet, and they are already affecting us in our own country.
For everybody to have a solution, for everybody to just go home, get their permits, and be on the way.
These freeloaders are not even here yet, and they are already affecting our country, specifically the state of Texas. Already, right off the bat, they're not even past Chiapas, and they are already affecting our economy and our goods coming into our country. That's criminal. That's criminal.
Manager, don't have no patience with people that are disrespectful on the life. And I will say this to you, manager, if somebody's being disrespectful to these truck drivers, that they have been under pressure and their jobs have been interrupted by an open border policy that is by Joseph Biden, manager, immediately don't have no patience. Remove those people. I will not accept people insulting these truck drivers that they have been here waiting patiently for almost 3 to 4 days. Ten four, manager. 10-4. I understand that. Got it.
Yes, Choctaw County. If you go to the video that was posted yesterday, you could see them breaking
These are
and
Mexican truck drivers.
attacking the police. Yes, you could check that on yesterday's video.
Chinese population is all the way to the back.
They took our rainbow, now our bananas.
The vehicles from the international organizations of the United Nations are all the way to the other side of the road. Migrant population is in the right-hand side. And we are live, people, from the port of Wixla, municipal city of Wixla, Chiapas, where the blockage has continued for more than 12 hours. Plus 5.
Mexico.
That's 17
Mexico.
hours of blockage. 17 to 18 hours of the road being blocked. Cheche, el nano, ahí estaba.
Let's see if I can borrow the umbrella because it's starting to rain. I'm gonna. We are now with an umbrella right here to wait for the authorities to see if they're going to come out or not. What is going to be the solution for this? Okay. No, me gusta tu gorro. Ese es clásico tuyo en este tipo de coberturas, ¿verdad? Es el de tu gorro que representa tu look de periodista de guerra. De guerrilla.
Look at them teaching these kids that nonsense.
Permits.
Disgusting parents. These people are no better than the liberals we already have here, guys. Look at those thugs just squaring off on the cops right there. She's teaching the little girl to say that she wants her papers. She's teaching that little girl to tell the cops that she wants her papers.
Dos días a Calendura. La madre. Es poco tiempo. Ay, trae doble remolque, güey. ¿Cuánto le podrá dar de velocidad ahí? Pues si va bien cargado, no creo, güey. Va pesado, güey. Está equivocado, mi amigo. Qué bueno, está equivocado, mi amigo.
Shout out to Cash Flow. What's going on, Cash Flow? Chabela, you're absolutely right.
This is going to be handled right here in the Immigration Center of Cerro Gordo.
It just makes you wonder, why do they not go and put this much effort and energy and fight for their country? Why are you going to start beef in other people's countries that don't
Oscar.
belong to you?
Como Oscar.
Una hora y media. Una hora y media. Ahí está.
Oh no!
800 personas conectadas.
No pigeons.
YouTube y Facebook.
You guys see how they're asking Oscar all these questions?
YouTube y Facebook. Así es. Give a recap and a synopsis of everything that is going on and everything that is happening. We are waiting for the answer of the federal delegate from our country of Mexico that is going to have a dialogue with around eight representatives of eight countries. That hopefully they can find a solution, a peaceful solution to this migrant situation right here. In the connection of the road of Huitla, that is between the limitations of the connects between the limitations of the state of Chiapas with Guatemala. Señores, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas tardes. Estamos en vivo transmitiendo para todos ustedes desde la ciudad de Huitla, donde pues prácticamente el delegado federal y también la directora de Migración están entablando un diálogo con alrededor de 8 entidades, 8 países, en los cuales todos ellos están dialogando para ver si llegan a una solución. Se espera una solución pacífica para poder de nuevo la redundancia solucionar este problema que ya lleva ya 4 días. Este es el cuarto día de los migrantes en situación de calle fuera de las instalaciones de Cerro Gordo de Huitla, y lo cual pues el hartazgo nos ha llevado a cerrar la avenida de conexión entre la ciudad de Huitla con la parte sur de este gran estado de Chiapas, esta carretera que conecta hacia las limitaciones entre Guatemala, y que es una carretera muy importante en términos de exportación y importación de producto. Alrededor de más de 500 traileros están detenidos en estos momentos por este bloqueo, y pues prácticamente esperan una solución a sabiendas de que pues prácticamente se puede abrir otra vez el tránsito en esta vía.
That was Emma. That was Emma.
En Facebook. Así. Esa foto. Esa es la foto. Aquí estoy ahorita. Okay.
Oh my goodness, they're so annoying.
No puedo dar esa opinión. No nos dice nada a nosotros y no podemos dar ninguna opinión. Estamos esperando igual la gente hay gente de Estados Unidos que los está viendo.
They're so annoying. I can't stand that.
No puedo dar opinión. Otra vez. No puedo dar opinión. En persona, ¿no? Persona pública, aquí no te está saliendo. Hay muchos perfiles falsos que son míos. Es que es en persona pública. Búscala en persona pública. Persona pública. De figura pública. Búscala en YouTube mejor. Oscar Blue Ramírez.
They're just asking Oscar his information. They're asking him his YouTube channel, where he works, and
Datos. Sorry. Oscar Blue Ramírez en Facebook, Oscar Blue en Facebook, Oscar Blue Ramírez en YouTube. Ese no es. Ese tampoco es. No, esos no son. Ni uno de esos. Déjalo,
they're gonna try to take his shit.
Sí. Sometimes it's really uncomfortable when they approach you from behind, and it's a lot of people they approach you, but it's part of what we do. I have remained with experience. I always, with all the experience, I have remained calm and know how to manage these kind of situations. Yeah. No. Oscar el Blue. Página de figura pública. No le aparece, quién sabe por qué. I'll move right here to the back. Let me see. So we are waiting also. We have been patiently waiting the whole day. Ese es. Post myself right here in this corner. People keep following me. Well, this is the current situation right here in the camp. And the rain is about to fall. When it's thunderstorm, and you can hear it, this is going to, the rain is going to fall strongly. Señores, cuando empiezan los relámpagos aquí en el bellísimo estado de Chiapas, es porque ahí viene la lluvia, señores. Y pues prácticamente vamos a esperar cuál es la situación, el diálogo y también el resultado de esta reunión entre el delegado federal y la comunidad migrante. Let's wait for the result of the federal delegate and also the community right here, the migrant community. Let's see. Let's move to the other side right here. Let's go and move to the other side. It's getting really uncomfortable over here. Let's go over here on this side. Let's see what is going to happen.
No se ven, ¿no?
Está bonito. ¿Dónde se fueron todos? Pedro. Benjamín. ¿Y Juan?
Lisa, thank you so much for the coffees. Lisa.
This is the rain. The rain is falling right now. Es diferente. Quisiera ser chofer en ese momento. Cuando me baño.
Oh, Chicha, he's funny. Welcome to everybody watching on Getter. Thank you guys for joining. As we are waiting for the National Guard and the director to come back out and give the migrants basically a decision, as basically they are now apparently negotiating with these terrorists, because what they did yesterday was nothing less than a terrorist attack on their building and on their organization out there. We witnessed yesterday some of these terrorists attacking the National Guard, throwing rocks, hitting them with the chairs, breaking windows, to the point where they held the building hostage. The people working inside of the immigration facility could not go home. They could not leave. The only reason that they were able to leave is because they snuck regular civilian clothes in for them, and they trickled out the back door one at a time wearing regular clothes. That is what is happening down there. And it's astonishing to witness and to see Mexico allowing themselves to get rolled over by this group of invaders out there demanding their wants and their needs, and to watch Mexico cater to them is really disheartening, and it just goes to show you where we are in today's day as far as the political realm down there in Mexico. This is very, very disheartening for the people of Mexico, not just there from Chiapas or Huitla, but for all Mexico in general, because all of these people are trashing Mexico as they are making their way through their country, unfortunately.
The rain's about to fall, and we are continuing with this live broadcast for every single one of you. ¿Ahí vienen? ¿Ya se van? No. Vámonos. Let's So we are going to finish the live feed. We are waiting as soon as the federal delegate from Mexico is going to come out we are going to continue this live feed. And as soon as they come out, we are going to continue with this live feed. Thank you so much for your contributions. God bless you all. We are going to regroup, and we are going to go inside of the car. It's a thunderstorm coming. Possibly we're going to park somewhere else so we can have more visibility to see if the delegate is going to come out and have a solution with this. We don't know what time and how much it's going to take for them to have a solution. So we will provide more information later on. Rain is coming down, so we are not going to continue be standing here. We only got one umbrella, and we are three of us. So God bless you all. Stay safe, and like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country, God bless.
All right, guys. Well, since Oscar stepped away for a little bit, I am going to take a quick break myself.
It's a massive crowd all the way to the back. And I'll walk in a minute. I'll walk in a little bit. Put myself on this side. We'll flip the camera. My God, YouTube also censoring. Well, hopefully people will watch that I'm live at YouTube and notifications are being done. There we go. There's some people watching now on YouTube. Thank you for joining in. God bless everybody that is watching. We are standing right here at a particular point where the migrant population still is right now waiting for the humanitarian visa or the visa of transit to move to the north borders, as that is their planification and that is their only plan. We're standing all the way to the back. We don't want to interrupt nothing. We are continuing with this live broadcast and this live feed. And we are basically giving you guys coverage, the full coverage of this phenomenon that is an exodus from people from Venezuela. Majority is an exodus from the dictatorship of Nicolás Maduro from Venezuela. As hundreds and thousands have been arriving to the south border of Mexico and have been asking for asylum and refugee.
What state do you think these people should be sent to? What state deserves all these great people?
There's a lot of children that they are sick right now. And there is predominant number is majority men, but also there's a lot of children. Yesterday, the count was 1,300 and fraction women, 600 and plus
All the blue
children,
states.
2,106
Free stuff this way.
2,130.
Oh, you're funny.
Men, predominant number men. There's more men arriving today to the border or to the
Wow, majority of y'all want DC, huh?
Immigration Center of Cerro Gordo.
Alaska.
Somebody's asking me, is this live? Yes, it is live.
Oh man, can y'all
There's more
imagine
people arriving on this side as they are
if they
walking
send them
right
to
now.
Alaska?
The situation right here. But we are going to be standing here for a little bit, waiting to see if they are going to attend the migrant population or if they're going
Hawaii.
to do something about it.
Send them to Canada. Just skip the U.S. Once they get into the U.S., hop them right over the country straight into Canada.
You see the National Guard officials guarding.
We all should start pushing for them to be sent to Canada. Seriously.
And they are protecting the boundary between Cerro Gordo and the entrance to get the paperwork.
Martha's Vineyard. How about Silicon Valley?
No,
not Texas, not Texas.
That is the Fat
Send them to
Mountain.
Ukraine.
Translation: Fat Mountain. This is the current situation right now that we are living. It is almost again another caravan. This will be our 10th caravan. I was counting the caravans yesterday as I was basically going to sleep. And this is my 10th caravan. This is exactly my 10th caravan. It is 10 caravans that we have traveled. Due to this factor that it's 10 caravans that we have traveled, we were experiencing it, and by our experience, and by all that we have lived on these 10 caravans, I believe that today
Definitely not
they're going to
Texas.
be attended. They're going to give them the multiple migration form that is the permit for them to walk freely. Now, this is the thing. I was talking to a lot of them late at night, and I was asking them what is the number one problem with this process, and they don't want to wait 30 days because the process has already been established in Mexico, but the process is too long, they say. So this is the process. You go to the Commission of Refugees first. That is the COMAR, COMAR. That is an organization from
Going off.
You
I
arrive.
think the Oscar's voice
go to
is
that migrant
echoing.
state.
All right, sorry guys, sorry.
A
sorry.
globalist from the
Um,
United Nations migrant station that is called COMAR, Commission of Refugees. After that, you go to that Commission of Refugees that is called COMAR. They give you an appointment
oh, I
date.
know why. I'm sorry. I know why
They give you
now.
an appointment date, and the appointment date is
Anyways,
provided.
so
It takes 30 days,
I
60 days to get an appointment
I'm gonna
with
explain really quick
the
because
center of
we
distribution
still have people sometimes that
of
don't
documents.
quite
That is where we were
understand.
located
Before
the
I
other
go
day.
on this break, I just want to explain to you guys
And is where we were
the
for like
immigration
almost 4 days.
system right now in our country
After you get that
is
appointment, you go
extremely,
to the
extremely
center
backed up.
of documents.
All right, extremely backed up.
And after that, you go
6
over
to
there.
7
You wait
years backed up.
until you get attended
So
with an
the people that
appointment,
are coming in
and then
and
they
being released
pass
into our
you through the
country,
office, and they
they're being
provide you
released
the immigration
basically
form, the
under a
multiple
false
migration form.
pretense, under a
Problem
false
right
hope,
here is that there's a
because
lot of
over
corruption
95% of them do not
with
qualify for a
officers
political asylum.
of
Our
the
immigration system is so backed up with
immigration,
these people that for the next 6
international
to 7
immigration of Mexico.
years,
There's
these
a lot of
people will not be
corruption
able to see an
between the
immigration
government of
judge.
Mexico.
Therefore, they will be
And there's a lot of
released
corruption everywhere.
into our country,
So a
not
lot
with
of
a
these
work
officers, they
permit,
extend the permit
not with a work
for the
visa,
migrants to
but
say, you know what,
rather
I
through
think that we
a
need money. We need
wait
money
for
to
a
get that permit much
political
quicker.
asylum, right?
So
They're
they
waiting
start
for their
selling the
hearing.
permit.
So for the next 6 to 7
And that is
years,
where
these people
corruption starts
cannot
happening.
legally
And what do I
work.
mean by selling
So
the
when the
permit?
left tells you they're
I
here to
mean
work,
that if
that's
they
a
are saying,
lie.
you
They
know what,
cannot work. When the left tells you
if you
they're
want to
here
go
to
faster
take
to the United
the
States,
jobs
this is
that
how much it's going to
Americans
cost
don't
you.
want, that's freaking
If you want to
racist.
land quicker to the
Okay?
United States, this
That's
is
a
how much
lie.
it's going to cost
They're
you.
not
So
here to
the
work. If they were
migrants
here to
become a
work, they would
currency
have
now.
applied for a work
Not only
permit,
since they
for a
exit their
work
country, but
visa, for the
ultimately when
Braceros
they land over
program,
here.
for something. They're
A lot of
here
these migrants
wanting
are
to get
economic
the
migrants,
freebies.
economical
They're
displaced
here wanting
migrants.
to get that good
That is the
stuff.
terminology
They're
that they're
here
using.
wanting to be taken
And that's the
care of.
correct terminology,
And we know
economical displaced
95% of over
migrants.
95% of these cases do
These
not
migrants are
qualify.
awaiting a better
For the
opportunity
next
of
6
life.
to 7 years, while they're on a wait
Majority of them,
list
70
for
to
the
80% of them,
asylum case to be
are
heard by an
economical migrants.
immigration judge, they are
The
going to
other
need
30%
housing.
are
Their kids are going to need an
legitimate cases of
education.
persecution
They're going to need food. They're going to
and
need
cases of refugee and
medical
asylum. But the problem right
expenses
here
paid.
is that the
And
process
guess where all of that is going to be
is
coming from?
they're not
On
agreeing with the
top
process.
of
And this is
the
what law
money
and
that they're
order
going to be
is
receiving
supposed to be.
monthly
Law
from
and
your
order,
government,
it
because
is
they're
when a
still going
country
to
stands with
receive
the
a check on
Constitution,
top of that. So we have
stands
homeless
with the law,
veterans out in the streets.
stands with
We
sovereignty,
have people right now
And also, not only
suffering to pay their
stands
bills
with
and
the right
survive. We
to
have
decide
elderly being displaced because our taxes are on the
how a
rise.
migration process
And
should be.
meanwhile, you're going to import this
And it
third
should
world
be
class
a filter.
citizen
That is
to
the most
add to
important
the
thing
stress and to
for people
add
to
to
understand.
the
They should
burden
be a
on
filter,
all of our social
which they don't have a
resources.
filter.
That is not right. It's
There's no filter
unsustainable. It's
whatsoever.
irresponsible. And quite
And that is
frankly,
the main problem of all of this.
it's ridiculous.
So because there's
So
no filter,
for the next 6 to 7 years, all these
and because
people
there
are going to
is
be on
no
your tax dollar. And
additional
people don't seem to grasp that. People don't seem to understand that. I've been preaching this for the
security
last
procedure,
5 years.
you have a
This
lot of
is what's
infiltrated
happening right now.
individuals,
These people are now being released
which they
with
are
a free
causing only
cell
problems,
phone. When was the last time our
which
veterans
they
out
are
on the
causing.
streets
Majority
received
agitators,
free brand new cell
a lot of
phones
them,
with
they're escaping from their
service?
countries from federal
When?
convictions.
I've never heard of any of our
And
veterans
there's a lot of
receiving
infiltrated
free
individuals.
cell
Even
phones
the
like
migrant
that.
population
So
itself.
that's a point that all of you guys need to start driving, and all of you guys need to start
Where the
talking about,
National
because
Guard
that is
officials
what's
are going,
happening here. All of these
that
people are
5
going to
National Guard
wander the
officials watching
country
right here.
on your tax
I
dollars.
don't know if
And
they're
what are
going
they
to
going to
attend
do
them right
when
now.
the money that they are receiving and they feel that it's
This
not
is the
enough?
actual
They're going to
situation
turn
right
to
now, how it
crime.
looks.
They are coming from criminal countries. Their backgrounds do not change. Their morals do not change because they're now on American soil. They are still the same people. The same people that you guys are
Thank you so
witnessing
much
right
for
now
joining in. This
attacking
is Oscar
immigration
Blue, Puro Negro News,
officials
correspondent for Real
in
America's
Mexico are
West
the
News.
same ones that I will be
We're live, people,
reporting
and the most
in a
important
week
thing
in
about this
Arizona.
is that
And
we're
you're going
live
to see
together
that
and
their
we're live in
behavior is not
YouTube.
going to change from
So share
one
this
week to
out
the next.
and get
They're
us.
still going to be ruthless. They're still going to be throwing trash
Share
everywhere.
this out and
That is who they are. We're importing a third
in
world
YouTube.
class
If somebody's
citizen.
saying what a
There is
process,
going
Oscar,
to
what
be
kind of
a
process?
third, there's going to be a
The only
culture
process that it
crash.
should be.
Okay, these people are
It
used
should
to
be a manifesto and a
defecating
process
out on the
for them to understand
streets.
how to migrate
They see
and
that
how to do
very
things
normal.
correctly.
They see letting kids walk
And
down
that
the
process
street
should be
barefoot as normal. This is a completely
clearly
different
identified as they are
beast that we're
exiting their
dealing with
country,
here, guys.
but there is
These
none.
are
And
not.
they complain. I was having a long conversation with them last night, and I was being clear of explaining things to them. They're
I'm not gonna say
complaining about
anything.
Mexico. They're saying that the process is hurtful, that the process takes too long,
This is what's coming.
and that in other countries the process doesn't take
And
that
I
long.
guarantee
And
you,
I
if you
said, all
look
right,
around, even if you think that
you're
it's
close
not
to the
happening
United
in your
States, you're close
community
to your
already,
objectives.
it's
supposedly.
happening. And I
So
invite
just
you. You have a little
geographically,
break
just
and a
do
little
a
time right
hypothetical
now
example.
before I log back on
And
here
let's just
with
change
Oscar.
the territory of
And I want to
Mexico
hear
and let's
from you
put Honduras
guys.
right there. Do you think Honduras will do
Look
the
up
same?
the Catholic
That's
charities
what
in
Mexico
your
is doing,
community.
taking a
Look
long
at the
process. And they said
non-government
yes.
organizations, the
So I said, it's not the country,
501(c)(3)s
it
that
is
are
because
opening
the
up in
United
your
States,
community,
it's
the
on
shelters that are
the
opening
north
up
of
there. I
Mexico. So
guarantee you
Mexico,
they're
it
in
is
your
in a
community
way,
already.
it is
So
obligated to
y'all start
enforce their
looking around
immigration
and y'all
laws
start
and
becoming a
enforce
voice in your community and
their
stand up, guys.
sovereignty
Stand up. We
because
need
of this
everybody
massive
to
influx.
stand
And
up
I also
against this,
asked them, do
because
you think
I'll
this
tell you one
is
thing. The left
economically
hates when I
supported?
say this, and I'm not
It is
saying this to
substantial.
trigger
It
them.
is.
I'm telling you
You think that the
the
Mexican
truth.
federal funds
They hate
can
it because I'm
sustain
telling
this?
you guys
And
the
one of
truth.
them interrupted me and
The
said, we
replacement
understand
theory is not a theory
the
at all.
United States
The
cannot take
replacement
that
theory,
much.
we're watching it play out right before our eyes
He said, we
every single day
understand
that
that the
we are on
United
here
States cannot
witnessing the
take
attack on the sovereignty
that
of
many
Mexico,
people.
the attack on the sovereignty of the
And
United States.
we know
The
that this
replacement
possibly is
theory
going to
is not a
collapse
theory
that
at all.
country.
It's being
We are
played
too
out
many.
right in front of us every
We
single
cannot
day.
be doing this.
And the proper
This is
term
one
would be
migrant that said
colonization,
this last night.
right? Colonization,
So
because
by
they're
this, you
colonizing, they're
understand that they
bringing
already
in.
know that there's
A lot of people would say the term
massive
invasion does not apply
exodus from
because they're
people
not
from
coming in
Venezuela,
with guns. That's a
that
lie.
they're
I
exiting their
have
country
footage of these individuals crossing
because
back
there
and
is,
forth from Mexico into the United States, from the United States back
there's,
into Mexico,
for
back
them,
and
there is
forth,
no other
bringing
way.
people handcuffed, tied behind their
But
backs,
ultimately, for us,
handcuffed,
that we're standing
trafficked
right
back
here,
and
we can
forth
tell you
through the desert
that
in the middle of the
this
day.
has been happening
9 in
for
the
quite some time now.
morning, 12 in the afternoon. People in camel gear with their faces covered,
And
with long arms,
this, the most shocking one was
AR-15s,
the last one.
and pistols,
More than
handguns,
15,000
walking
migrants
back and forth like it's nobody's
walking.
business. They're walking back and forth in Arizona. This is happening in your country. It's no longer an issue in Mexico. It is now in your backyard. This is happening
We are
every
standing in
single
ground
day
zero
in your
where
country. There are people being
the migrant
trafficked.
population
There are
around
people
2,800, and
handcuffed.
it has decreased. Why?
Listen,
A lot of people are saying, why
I
it has
have
decreased,
video
Oscar? You
of a
said that it was
woman's
4,000.
head being
A
found
lot of
in
them,
those mountains. A
they smuggle
decapitated
themselves
head of a
to different
woman
checks, different points.
found
A lot of
in
them, they
those
move,
mountains
risking
with the crane
their
with
security, and they just move.
with the crane
They know
cracked
that
right
there's
across
huge
right down the
possibility
middle.
of them being stopped,
I have
of
footage
them
of that,
being
and I will be showing it
in a
probably
way
today or
being stopped
tomorrow.
or returned
I'm
back.
not in a rush. We know it's happening. I have
They
it on
know
my
that, but
phone.
they risk that.
I just have to find the time to download it and
So they
upload it and
intend
then
to say,
share
you
it
know
with
what,
you guys.
we don't care.
It's
We'll
happening.
risk it. I'll take that
So
risk.
stand up,
I'll take
guys.
that risk.
This cannot be happening in your country. We fought for this country. Our founding forefathers fought for this country. Okay, you cannot comply your way out of tyranny. And this is what's happening right now. You guys still have the opportunity to stand up for your community, for your country, and be a voice. You still have that right. Do not let them take anything else from you. I will be back here with you guys in probably in about an hour. Stay safe. And like we always say, peace and love, and always your country's first.
We're going to
See
walk
you guys
right
in a
now.
little.